Hey there, Wargamers, Justin Paint here, and today we're going to take a look back at the minis I painted. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel. If you're new here, please alpha strike that like and subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for having my back. Appreciate you having my six. Thank you for being an awesome lance mate, star mate, whatever the case may be for you. Appreciate you being here to help support what I do. That said, we have already done the reviews of these boxes. Hopefully we'll have some gameplay footage. I'm not sure in what order these are going to go up, but I do want to flip these around and give you guys a little bit of a retrospective this time, because these are complete. I have painted the minis, and I'd like you guys to see what we've got in here. Now, we've obviously got the Awesome out of here. I say obviously, the video may or may not have gone up. I don't know the order of these, but painted up the Awesome out of here to do a tutorial. Submitted it to CSO, got it approved to be submitted. I don't know if it's on the website yet as of filming this, but that should be a CSO actual published picture at some point. And then I painted up the rest of these for a giveaway. So these will be given away on the channel. So if you're interested in winning these, hit that like button and drop a comment below. Check us out on Patreon for bonus entries for that. But I wanted to pop these open and kind of talk about my experience painting them, and then show you guys what they look like with speed painting versus taking the extra time to work on the Awesome for the tutorial high detailed style. So that said, we'll flip this around, show you guys what we've got in these boxes. All right, guys, so we have got our box sets here. And we have got our beginner box. I'll show you guys what the contents of this will look like for whoever might win. So I painted these up for the channel, hopefully get some games played and give them away. So coming up first, we've got the Vindicator. I had a lot of fun working on these. It gave me a lot more experience working with the Army Painter speed paints. Here's our Griffin. And I think that it's just such a valuable tool and resource for getting minis painted quickly and ready for the tabletop. And you get some really nice quality very fast without having to work too hard, especially if you're already comfortable with other various techniques, dry brushing, edge highlighting, oil washing, and stuff like that. I'll be teaching a class come Nova, so for Nova at the end of August, beginning of September, our Shadowhawk here. And I think we're going to get good use out of that. Army Painter sent me some sets to use for the class, and I think it's going to not only yield some good results for the students that are there, but also get them exposed to some different paints, techniques, and ways to approach it. And I really like how this catapult turned out. The colors were nice, and this, again, was super simple. And as we're looking at these, there's obviously a variety of things I could have done to do more, but I was going for speed. I wanted to get these guys painted up on the channel and ready for some games, and then obviously for the giveaway. But I'm all in all pretty happy with how they turned out. Obviously that was the Commando we just looked at. Now we're checking out the Locust. And if you guys are on the fence about new models to add to or expand your forces with, if you're playing and you playing Innisphere in particular and you don't have any Locusts, or you want more more models to add to your forces, Locusts are great. For the point cost, it's hard to beat them. If they get hit, they usually drop, but they're super cheap, so they make really good backfield harassers and objective scorers and harassers as well. And if your opponent shoots at them and hits them, well, you're down a few points, and if they shoot and they miss, they didn't shoot something else. So I love the Locust. It's really, really good. Up next, we have the Thunderbolt, and I know before you guys start raging, I know that's not the cockpit. I paint that as the cockpit glass because the slit down here is just too small, and I think this is interesting, so you don't have to paint yours that way if you don't like it. Also, this is future sci-fi, yada yada. Maybe he's got a clear thing above his normal canopy so you can see out of it. Who knows? You know, think of it how you will. Hand wave, because these are giant mechs that still somehow function in warfare in the future. So I like that. You don't have to, and that's okay. So next up, we have got the Wolverine. And I just finished, I'm not a huge fan visually of it, but I just finished playing a game with Suge, where we were using this in a 250-point game, and I ran it at skill 2. The variant I had only ran 2 damage, 2 at short, 2 at medium. But having jump jets and a 2 gunnery skill is really nice, because you can jump, which pushes your skill to 4, and then your average shots at hitting people are still, 7s or so. If they're Innisphere, which is what I was facing, which is not too bad, versus if he jumps at skill 4 base, put him at 6, and then you have to deal with TMM in range. Like, it's really hard to hit. So if you have a low skill, jumping is really, really nice. So that Wolverine got some points made for me. Got some mileage out of him. Next up, we have the Battlemaster. Really like this guy too. I think he turned out pretty nice. I think the orange canopy really pops pretty well, and you'll notice them across the table. And finally, last but not least, we have the Awesome. And one of the things that was cool with this guy was not only did I get some more experience using the speed paints from Army Painter, I got some more experience filming a tutorial for the channel. This tutorial being long form instead of splitting up into multiple videos. It's one long video, and I cut it down, and I feel like I got more comfortable with the process of what I was doing. Everything flowed a little bit better during editing because I think I just innately had a better idea of what I was trying to do in terms of this is what I need to film, knowing how I'm going to edit it. So that was really nice. So I learned a little something from that. But I really like how this guy looks, and the thing that's really neat about this as well is that if you guys are watching this and it's early enough, there's still time to enter the giveaway. So if you just leave a comment and a like on the videos this week, you'll be entered to win. Get an extra bonus one by going over to Patreon and leaving a like and comment over there. But if you win this, you'll not only win a piece of YouTube history for my channel, because this is the tutorial mini that I painted. It is also slated to be accepted on CSO and posted under my name as an SLDF. Awesome. So you'll own something from my YouTube and something from my CSO catalog, which is really, really cool. And then when we rotate him, you can actually see the cockpit on him is painted as well. You just can't see it from most angles. So yeah, probably my favorite model painted from this. Also the one that I obviously put more time and effort into than the rest of these guys. But I think they turned out quite stellar. Hopefully you guys agree. If you rage in the comments about that Thunderbolt, I'm just going to giggle to myself because this is a super sci-fi game and people get a little bit out of shape over the little things. And if I was submitting this to CSO, I would make sure things are on the up and up. But the Thunderbolt was not going to CSO, so I painted it in the way that I saw fit. But inevitably, people are probably going to freak out because that's what happens every time I see someone paint the Thunderbolt with that canopy painted that way, because it's not a canopy, it's what they do. That said, this has been a kind of a look back at the minis from the beginner box, the new one, the 40th anniversary one, which is the same exact minis as the most recent release of it. I didn't notice really anything different. Didn't really notice anything different in the sculpts, though I'm seeing on the internet they're saying that these sculpts are supposed to be better revisions or something of the sculpts. I didn't notice anything particularly different about them, if I'm honest. All look about the same. But still a reasonable value. So hopefully you guys like these. Hopefully you guys leave the likes and comments and try and enter the giveaways, and we'll see how things shake up.
There you have it, guys. That's my retrospective of painting these models up for the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you saw stuff you liked, but whether you did or not, make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you liked or did not like, whether you are a hater or a fan of the SLDF. You hate the minis, love the minis. Getting that communication going, that chatter going in the comments below helps the channel. So if you guys are interested in winning these, again, during the week of content that these should go out, should correspond with the giveaway for them, hit the like, drop a comment below. That'll get you entered to win. That said, that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, keep painting your models, keep rolling your dice, and I will catch you guys next time.
If you made it this far, you're probably a viewer that already hits that like button when you see a video come up. You're probably already a subscriber, and you probably jump into the comments down below to help support the channel, to help support that algorithm. But if you're looking for some other ways to help support the channel too, make sure you check the description down below. Maybe you want to pick up some paints from Monument Hobbies. That's my paint of choice. The Pro Acrylic line is chef's kiss, good stuff. Maybe you want to check out some of the offerings from Death Designs, where I work in my day job. We got plenty of 3D printed products, as well as MDF terrain, some of the stuff that I have designed myself and we play with here on the channel. And if you're looking to bolster your Battletech ranks, miniatures, and offerings, make sure you check out Bobby from Fortress Miniatures and Games. He's one of the main supporters of the channel as well, and supporting any of these companies helps support what I do and helps to ensure that I can continue to bring content to all of you. If you want to become a super supporter, I highly recommend you guys check out the Patreon. You guys get that extra little edge to help push more content out, and I really do appreciate that. And my ultimate goal on the channel is to continue to be able to not only put out the content we have now, but to get to a point where you can put out more content later, whether that be battle reports or painting tutorials or just more rambles, anything at all. I'd like to be doing more content for you. This is something that I enjoy. I like being able to cast a light into the darkness to bring a little bit of hobby positivity to all of you and make you feel good, and also enjoy playing games myself. As we do the final sign off here though, I do want to go ahead and switch on over and do the scroll of awesome to showcase all the Patreon supporters, the super supporters of the channel, to give them some recognition for helping support what I do. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys next time.